This is a short video that's designed to take a quick look at the multiTile UV function in Maya. What I have here is the default male character from Mudbox. I took it into 3D Coat and I did a very quick unwrap of the UVs, so you can see that they're all packed reasonably well. I didn't really put a lot of time into unwrapping these in too much detail because I just want to get right to the point here. So the general idea is that when I look at the head or the face, this is probably where I'm going to want to have the most detail in my model, and yet it takes up a very small amount of this 0 to 1 space. So the idea of multi-tile UVs allows us to take advantage of the UV space beyond the 0 to 1. Now, looking at this graph, starting at the center, the bottom center here, the graph goes from 0 to 1 in U, and then from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and so forth. And it does the same in V. It goes from 0 to 1 in V, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and so forth. So I want to show you a way of taking advantage of some of these other tiles. So the first thing that I can do is just start moving these shells around to where they're going to make the most sense. Probably the most important one is going to be the face, and I'm going to want that to take up as much of my texture space as possible. So if this is a 1K texture, I want to get 1K on the face. If it's 2K, I want to get 2K, and so forth. I'm going to just go ahead and scale this up, and I'll rotate it a little bit. And I'm clearly going to want to line this up with the face texture that I've created, although I haven't created one. I'm just going to be using a flat color just to demonstrate the concept. The rest of these probably could stand to stay right in the 0 to 1 space, but just for the sake of in my source images folder, I just have some flat colors, red, green, blue, white, that represent the textures that I'm going to apply to this character. So what I'll do is open up the Hypershade window. I'm not really sure why my Hypershade always opens up with all of this stuff in it. It's kind of a mess, and I just need to clear the graph, and then I'll just take my standard surface shader right there. And I'm going to just start out with one 2D file texture that I'm going to use as the base color. So I'll take the out color of this, I'll map it to the base color of the standard surface shader, and then in the file shader I'm going to just pick my blue file. So what I'm going to do here is just select my model in object mode, and I'll assign this material to the model and hit the 6 key, and the whole model is going to become blue. Now in the texture itself, in the attribute editor, I have a little line here that asks me to specify my UV tiling mode, and right now it's off. So when I open up that drop down, I can match this to other software like ZBrush, Mudbox, or Mari, or I can specify that I want explicit tiles. So in this case, I want explicit tiles. So here, my blue.png starts at U0 and starts at V0. So it's 0 to 1 in the U and 0 to 1 in the V. And then I'm going to just generate a preview for that. And you can see that there's my hands and feet. Then I can add an explicit tile, and if we remember from my UV editor, my head is in the 1 to 2 in U. So I'll click on Add Explicit Tile. This one will go from, it will start at 1 in the U and stay at 0 in the V. And then I'll just click on the file icon, and I'm going to add the red color to that. Again, I have to generate another preview, and that's going to give me the head. And I can just continue to do this. Add my explicit tile. This one is going to be the U starting at 2 and the V staying at 0. This one is the torso. So I'll add the green for the torso. Generate my preview. And then the last one is going to be the arms and legs, which is going to go from 3 to 4 in the U, and again 0 to 1 in the V. And this one will be the white. I'll generate the preview. And that's really all there is to it.